Hi everybody, this is Danny Class. Today we are going to learn some 1, 4, and 5 triads in the key of A major. And in so doing, we're going to learn how to voice music differently up and down the fretboard in what is hopefully an easy way and in a way that you'll kind of start seeing the patterns and in a way that I think will be very useful for you down the road just to kind of spontaneously create your own progressions and to really use as a jumping off point for making your own music. The triads that I chose are in the key of A major. They are the first, the fourth, and the fifth major chords, and we are going to learn various voicings for them. And at the end of the video, I will remind you, but I'll also say it now in the description, there is more information on kind of how to practice them and how to incorporate them into your playing. And I also put the frets, the fingerings, and the positions, but I'll also put that in the video too. So let's get started with our first voicing. Our first A major chord will be here. By the way, all these voicings for a bit, the first 3 or so, will be on strings 2, 3, and 4. So the first voicing will be with your first finger barred in front of the second fret, and you will on strings 2, 3, and 4 with an open A, and this is an A major chord. Next up is our D major chord, second string, third fret, third string, second fret, and the fourth string, fourth fret. This is D major. Slide this whole position up 2 frets, 1, 2, such that your second string is, you have now the 5th fret, the third string you have the 4th fret, and the 4th string you have the 6th fret, and this is an E. So to review. Now let's do our second voicings. Okay, A major chord will be here on the second string with the 5th fret, the third string with the 6th fret, and the 4th string with the 7th fret with an open A on the 5th string. Next, at the 7th fret, bar the strings, still the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th strings. I'm using my first finger. I would suggest that because it frees up down the road. Your other fingers do some upper extensions. That's a D major. And then slide that whole thing up 2 frets, same position to the 9th fret, and this is E major. So to review. Now let's do our third voicings. We'll start here on the second string with the, double check, the 10th fret, the third string with the 9th fret, and the 4th string with the 11th fret. Open A, and this is A major chord. Next, we will do our D major chord. Here we have our second string still on the 10th fret, our third string on the 11th fret, and our 4th string on the 12th fret, and this is D major. Slide that whole thing up 2 frets. This is E major. And then we'll lastly throw in an A chord, which is an octave from the very first chord that we started. 2, 2, 2, 2, so add that 14. Still can use an open A. And so to review those, the third voicings, they are Now let's do our fourth voicings. These will be on the strings will be the first, second, and third strings. The first, second, and third strings. So our first A chord here will be open E, second fret, second string, third string, third fret. D major, that's our typical first position chord. First string, second fret, second string, third fret, and third string, second fret. Slide that up to an E major. Okay. Let's now do our fifth voicing. A major, first and second string, fifth fret, third string, sixth fret. D major, first string, fifth fret, seventh. You'd think it'd get easier, but it's actually getting harder to talk about strings and frets. Let's try this again. First string, fifth fret, second string, seventh fret, third string, seventh fret. That's D major. Again, the frets and strings and fingerings are also in the description. Slide that up to E major. And that is that voicing, the fourth voicing. Fifth. And our last voicing here, if I got my count right, the sixth voicing of our A, D, and E major triads will be starting here on the first string, 9th fret, the second string, 10th fret, and the third string, 9th fret. This is an A. And then we do our D chord, which is here on the first string, 10th fret, second string, 10th fret, and the third string, the 11th fret. Slide that up to. You can always check your ear to make sure it sounds right. This is an E major chord. And to finish, let's do the octave from that very first combination that we were doing on these particular strings at 2, 2, 0, add 12 to everything, you get 14, 14, and 12. Put an open A. And that's the A major chord. So basically you have voicings of all of these different combinations. Well, it's the same, I put them in the same combination of A, D, and E, but you have different voicings. And I think that, at least based on my experience, this can be a really fun, powerful way just to kind of play the guitar, because you'll see the patterns. You've probably seen them already. The fingerings will get easier. There's a lot of barring. And by the way, with the barring, I mean, just to even kind of give you weeks now to add to that, you can also add pinkies, add different, experiment to see how different notes will kind of go with each chord. And you'll be able to get a lot of fun, I think, out of the guitar with these major triads that are voiced up and down the fretboard. So I hope you found it useful. And if you have ideas on how to either improve this lesson or something else you'd like to see, whether it's triads or theory or anything else, please leave it in the comment section below and I will take a look. Thank you very much and have a good day and stay well. Bye-bye.